Okay, bestie, let's get into this because I feel like not enough people are talking about it. Like, we always see videos about soft life, generational wealth, and owning luxury, but have y'all ever really sat down and thought about how land is the real foundation of all that? Because allegedly, buying land isn't just about owning property, it's about reclaiming power, freedom, and legacy, especially for us, Black people in America. So, girl, let's talk about it because this history runs deep. So, in today's society, we're all chasing financial independence, right? We want stability, assets, something that holds value no matter what the economy's doing. And according to so many bloggers and finance experts online, land ownership is one of the few things that actually builds generational wealth. Like, you can lose a car, your clothes can go out of style, but land, that's permanent. It's something you can pass down. That's why so many influencers and business mentors are now preaching, buy the land before you buy the brand. But here's where it gets real deep. Historically, African Americans were intentionally shut out of land ownership after slavery. There were promises like the famous 40 acres and a mule, but let's be honest, most never got that. After emancipation, freedmen wanted to buy land to create self-sufficient communities. But racist policies, Jim Crow laws, and even violent acts like the Tulsa Massacre made it nearly impossible for many to hold on to property. So when you really think about it, every acre of land a Black family owns today was fought for. And baby, social media has been going in on this topic lately. Like, I saw a viral TikTok where someone said, we can't talk about generational wealth without talking about land ownership. And they're not wrong. Even bloggers and YouTubers like finance influencers are saying land is what truly makes the difference between temporary wealth and legacy wealth. It's not just real estate, it's history, equity, and independence. People are literally buying land to create safe spaces, start farms, or just have a piece of peace in this world. Let's really get into the tea though. Owning land gives you leverage, period. You can build on it, rent it, sell it, or use it as collateral to get loans and investments. And I've seen people on Reddit and finance blogs talk about how land values keep rising even when the stock market dips. So, while some folks are chasing trends, the quiet wealthy are out here buying land in rural areas, buying back neighborhoods, or investing in land that their grandkids will one day inherit. Like, that's next level boss energy. And from a cultural and spiritual perspective, land has always represented more than money. It's identity. For African Americans, it's reclaiming roots that were stolen. It's ownership in a world that once said we couldn't have anything of our own. So when someone says, I bought some land, that's not just a flex. It's a healing moment. It's like saying, my family will never be displaced again. That's powerful. It's like rewriting history in your own name. Now, of course, it's not all sunshine and manifestation quotes. There are still barriers, like rising property taxes, redlining still existing in subtle ways, and access to capital. Some bloggers online have been exposing how banks still discriminate against Black buyers. So, yeah, it's not easy, but that's why conversations like this are so important, because education is power and community knowledge spreads faster than silence. And bestie, have you noticed the rise of Black land movements online? Like people forming collectives to buy acres together? There's even a movement called Buy Back the Block, where people are literally purchasing land and abandoned homes to rebuild communities. On Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, it's inspiring. People are creating eco-villages, starting generational farms, and even using their land for events, retreats, and creative businesses. Like, that's the new era of soft life, owning real assets. Girl, I saw this one story that had me emotional. This Black couple from Georgia went viral for buying 90 acres of land to build a safe community for their kids and future families. Like, imagine that, 90 acres. They said they wanted to create a space where Black families could live without fear, own their homes, and grow their own food. The internet went crazy over it, calling it a modern-day Greenwood. That's how powerful ownership is. It's not just about having something. It's about creating freedom for generations. And this also ties into something a lot of bloggers are preaching right now, financial literacy. You can't just buy land and call it a day. You gotta know how to protect it, maintain it, and make it work for you. A lot of people on YouTube and TikTok are teaching how to check land deeds, understand zoning laws, and make passive income off your land, like through solar leases, farming, or renting it out. Because when you mix knowledge with ownership, baby, that's when the wealth really multiplies. But let's be real, some people are still scared to buy land. I've seen comments online where folks say, it's too expensive, or I wouldn't know where to start, and that's valid. The system never made it easy for us to understand property ownership, but that's exactly why we need to have these conversations. It's okay to start small. Some people start with 1 acre, others buy in rural areas where the land is cheaper. It's not about how much, it's about having something that's yours. I think what makes this topic hit so deep, especially for African Americans, is that it's not just financial, it's emotional. Like, we came from a history where our ancestors worked the land but never owned it. So now every Black family that owns even 1 acre, that's like a spiritual redemption story. It's a quiet revolution. It's saying we are no longer laboring for someone else's profit. We're investing in our own future. It's beautiful and it's powerful. And can we talk about how social media is literally changing the game? 10 years ago, people weren't openly talking about buying acres or forming land collectives, but now TikTok and YouTube are filled with creators teaching others about deeds, land auctions, and property flipping. Like, this new generation isn't waiting for anyone's permission. They're learning from each other. The comments be filled with people saying, I just bought my first acre, or we're building a community garden. It's like this movement is growing right before our eyes. And legacy, that's the word right there. Our grandparents and great-grandparents fought just to survive, but now we're in a place where we can build. Owning land means your future kids, your nieces, your nephews will always have something. You're literally breaking generational curses and building generational blessings. It's giving soft life meets strategy. Like, imagine passing down not just money, but acres. That's a whole different level of security. So bestie, if you've ever thought about buying land, don't let it just be a dream. Do your research, get connected with communities online that share resources, and learn the game. Because allegedly, that's the real secret the wealthy don't talk about. They're not just rich because of money, they're rich because they own things that last, and it's time we do the same. Ownership is the loudest form of power, and in this generation, we're reclaiming it with grace, knowledge, and style. So yeah, girl, this conversation was deep, but we had to go there. Because buying land isn't just about money, it's about rewriting history and building something that can't be taken away. In part 2, I'm breaking down exactly how to start buying land on a budget, where to look, and the best tips bloggers and investors are sharing online right now. And before you click off, don't forget to check out my online beauty shop for my press-ons, lip glosses, and self-care bundles. Because yes, we're building wealth, but we're also keeping our nails cute while doing it. Remember, bestie, it's not about having it all overnight, it's about starting somewhere. Land is power, ownership is freedom, and your story is just beginning.